Welcome to the Disagreeablenerd podcast, a podcast where nerds from various ages and backgrounds get together to discuss movies, TV, books, and anything else that pops into their small, simple minds. Now sit back, relax, and let their ignorance wash over you.
And welcome to the Disagreeablenerd Studios, now at Sharde's apartment.
My secret lair, spelled with an I, not a Y.
I'm glad you finally got that down. I'm the titular Disagreeablenerd, Gabi. With me today is
Sharde and her
Bubbleguts,
a.k.a. Bubbleguts.
and also
Deej.
Deej is tired. He literally just got off work.
Sorry, Deej.
I'm good.
A little low energy, that's all.
Just low energy.
You just need
I'll
a
get up there.
run up. I don't know what that means. I don't know why I said run up. What does run up mean?
I don't know. Some kind of drugs or something?
This time, back in person for the second time.
Our previous attempt at this failed.
Yeah.
We'll make sure this one doesn't get, we're
emotional.
plugged up. Let's see. Yes, we're plugged up and ready to go.
I have extension cords. Like, I hope
It's
we're
plugged
good.
in right over here.
Okay, good.
We're solid.
Thank God. So, what have you been up to?
Oh my God. Why are you're so awkward about
I
it.
am. Sorry. I'm not afraid to admit it, though.
God forbid there's a moment of silence.
No, that's not it.
I wonder how the acoustics will be in here. We're like in your living room
Well,
or your actual dining, like your living room, kitchenette, dining room is all like one little thing in this apartment, but it's one big room.
it's kind of not. And it is like
Huh? All right.
I kind of just imagine a wall right here in this part
Right.
that separates the living room.
But
There is
that's your imagination.
But I don't think it's one big room.
imagination.
Imagination doesn't stop sounds.
If only it did. I'd be imagining every time Paige talks.
Good one.
Yeah. So anyway,
So is
we'll
that all
see.
you've been up
We'll
to,
see how it
Gabs?
sounds. Oh my God. All right, fine, go. What have you been up to? Go.
We can't have natural conversation.
No.
No, we
Let's-
can't.
No natural conversation.
No, that's not what it was. Okay, so Gabi's been up to.
What? What are you talking about? What I've been up
No, it wasn't that. So, Gabi has been up to what?
Okay, fine, I'll go. So let's see. What did I literally have done nothing. I'll be honest. I've done nothing. Next,
Just working or no working? Or?
I worked.
Oh, okay.
And came home. I skated at a trail. That
So
was
since
it.
the last podcast that we recorded, you've done nothing.
I went to the movies last week.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I did that.
Haven't watched anything.
Oh,
I mean, if we're doing Y Butts,
I rewatched Cruella.
it's what have you seen, listened to, read?
Okay, I rewatched Cruella. I know what Y butts are.
Why'd
Do you?
watch Cruella?
What do you mean? Why did I rewatch it? Oh,
You just wanted to rewatch it? Or
Well,
She had some friends over.
one, I did have my
okay.
sister and my friend over. And
see, that's if you just rewatched it by yourself, I'd be like, why?
what I would do that
She really liked it.
because I really liked it.
It was
So
good.
I just enjoyed it. I don't know.
I just feel like that was a really short time to rewatch it.
Well,
It was
you had-
good.
But
My-
you had friends over, so
my sister was like, "Oh, have you guys seen Cruella?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And Dave's like, "No," and I'm like, "Let's watch it."
She watches it, just pushes restart, watches it again.
Yeah, and watched the dress scene where she lights her dress on fire, which is
That was the best part of the whole
super
show.
baddie.
I like the part where she had, what was it, future written across her face.
Oh, that was pretty. Yeah, actually,
I
that one
like
comes
that
second in
part.
hand.
She looked like
Second.
Harley Quinn or something.
Yeah, I kind of got that, but
Okay, we're discussing what we've already discussed.
Well, I'm just you asked what.
but
I've been
you
up to.
rewatched Cruella.
Anyways, I did that.
So did they like it?
Well, we didn't actually. We were almost at the end. We didn't finish it. Well, Sheba had already seen it. They
Oh.
had never seen it,
No.
so she liked it so far. And it's,
So why did you not finish it? How do you get most of the way through the movie and not finish it?
she had to leave?
You just had to go. Okay.
Yeah, she had to go. I said, "Let's play it." She's like, "I gotta go. I have children. Gotta take care of
Kids.
them." You know.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, that's why I don't have kids.
Children.
But other than that, I
See, this is why I encourage you to keep a journal
I do keep a journal. It's right here.
of your daily activities.
I actually kind of forgot
things
about
you
it.
watch,
Okay. I got
have
it.
seen. All right, let me go. Since you're so failing so spectacularly.
You know what? Something I like that you do.
Well, you like
You
it?
like to like do this thing where you like to really trash me, like I just suck. I love when you do that. And you know something I don't get. I was thinking about this the other day, and I recorded it in my journal because I wanted to talk about it.
You record. How about the stuff you watch, listen to, or read?
I have already talked about all those things. Last podcast is the same. If you listen to our podcast, you would know what I'm talking about. So
You want to trash Gabi? He's drinking Miller Lite from a Stella Artois glass.
Hey, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
yeah, shots fired. Okay, so I don't understand people who record themselves. I just wanted to bring this. I want to see what you guys think about it. When they work out for like 5 seconds on Instagram, Facebook,
and posted a little
YouTube.
video of it?
Yeah, like I don't get that.
It's called conceited.
Is that what it is?
On what? What do you
On any social
Just,
network.
you'll come across somebody, then they
like
posted,
flexing?
No,
like
just
working out.
working out. And I'm just like,
this is me working
what was
out.
the point of this,
You're like, oh,
this
yeah.
content?
We all can do that.
Unless they're making some sort of joke.
Like no tutorial or nothing.
Then it's just
It's not
like,
a joke.
yeah,
It's just them working out.
look at me working out. I mean, yeah, it's kind of very like, look at me type thing. But that is social media, period, is look at me.
Oh, well, I guess when I saw it, I just kind of...
That just makes you more angry because you don't work out.
It does. That's why I printed out a
Like,
30-day challenge.
better than me?
Exactly.
That's why the Disagreeable Nerd Instagram is basically dead. Because I hate posting. And I hate to post stuff. It's like, oh, look what we're doing. And it's like, yes, I know I'm supposed to use it to promote Disagreeable Nerd.
You need to separate
Promote the
promotion
brand.
and like bragging. I think you need to
I
separate
know.
those two.
I mean, yeah, I would. But I don't know how to use it. There's people that know how to use it.
Okay,
and they
fine. I'll
gain.
start doing it. I'll start posting crap. Tell me.
Oh, have at it.
Okay, good.
If you know what to post.
I have the username and password. I got it. I'll post a picture that you.
Like,
I'll take
I'm
of you guys.
I'm not a social media guy. I don't
You
know.
have
I don't know how to make it.
You're not a social media guy, but you have Board Game Snobs, Facebook and Instagram. Everywhere you update it, that's kind of social. You know, you keep up with that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's hard to keep up with two.
Okay, that makes sense.
There you go.
Board Game Snobs is the bigger one. So whatever. You know. It's more important.
I just feel like you say you're not social, but you are social in some degree.
With board games, I know what to post, but like, am I supposed to post, oh, here's the movie I watched, and do I take a picture of the screen?
I mean,
Screen cap a poster or what?
Yeah, so
All right, well then do it.
Okay,
do it.
okay,
Both of you should have the account.
DJ, I'm going to give you
And
the password.
Disagreeable
and
Nerd is
username.
now in your hands, and I want it built up.
Okay, deal. Shake on it.
Then we'll get in a shareholders meeting in 1 year.
shared Disagreeable Nerd Instagram. That'll work. Here's what the nerds are doing this week.
Yeah.
All right, so Lourde came out with a new song. It sucks.
So I listened to it.
And her butt shot.
Super weird.
The
Our
album
album
cover?
art.
Yeah.
Her walking over the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very
Yeah,
weird.
she's got a bikini on. She's at the beach. but
Yeah.
It's just like, why?
It's just kind of
It was a
awkward.
really weird song.
It was kind of awkward. I listened to it like 3 times.
It wasn't awkward. She's comfortable with her body, and I appreciate that about her.
Well, you were just complaining about it 2 seconds ago.
I wasn't complaining. The song sucks.
But the song is based off solar power. That's the name of the song.
Yeah, but it's still
What are you talking?
I guess it's all to me like that's her. The whole album, the cover, the song. That's all into
What's
it.
it got to do with her butt?
I have no idea.
I
She's out in the
I
sun.
think she's more arguing about the song, not sucking.
Oh.
No, that's not true. I actually haven't listened to the song since I listened to those 3 times. I don't think the song sucks, but it's not like my favorite
bad.
song. Like I've heard some really terrible songs.
Although me saying it sucks would imply it's bad. It's not my style. It sounds very
What was
generic.
it about the song that you did not like?
It sounds like everything else.
What
I
does
liked
that
her
mean? What does
original.
that-
I was gonna say it sounded really commercialized.
Yeah, her
Like, she's like,
original.
oh, here's a summer song for everybody, and it's just like,
I didn't feel that actually. I felt like it was very
it didn't
odd,
seem like Lorde.
different. It was. It wasn't her. That's what
I'm
was
saying. It
different.
sounded
But it
commercialized.
didn't sound like everybody else. That's how
She's going the way of 21 Pilots.
false.
Yep,
No. No. Let's not touch that one.
she's going there.
Let's not touch that one because I disagree with that 100%. Because you say that because it's like you're brainlessly just saying their songs are just like everybody else. Have you listened to the whole album? No, you have not.
Yes, I'd have.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
Okay, tell me a song. that you appreciate about?
I don't have it pulled out. It's so forgettable. I don't remember a song.
Oh, wow. It's forgettable.
Yes,
Interesting.
it is.
No, it's not.
They
You just
have
don't
maybe
care.
one or two songs.
You don't like them.
Listen.
She's so defensive about her babies.
I am.
So, Lourde's original album, or whatever the album was that had royals and ping pong and tennis and highlight and whatever else she had on there.
Pure heroin.
I only like 2 songs off
She
that album.
had, that whole freaking album I love. Like
good.
every song,
I didn't like
she
every
sounded
song.
just.
See how it feels.
We're being very disagreeable.
Okay, continue.
Her original album had a distinct sound.
Right.
I knew as soon as it came on the radio, oh, that's Lourde. This new one, if I hadn't have searched it out, pressed play, I would have never known that was Lourde. The music, the arrangement, it all just sounds super generic to me.
I mostly like to be contrary.
Like DJ said, like, oh, we need a summer song. Can you make a summer song? Yeah.
What is so bad about that? What is so bad about
There's
a
nothing
summer
bad
song?
inherently about it. It's just not Lourde. And therefore, I don't really care for it. I don't care for commercialized music. I don't care for something that's like, oh, this is what you're going to listen to this season. It's just like, I like music for music's sake.
Okay.
I'm drawn to people that have a unique sound. Lourde had a unique sound. 21 Pilots had a unique sound.
Still do.
Now,
Still do.
it sounds too similar to many other things
I
on the
haven't heard
radio.
a song that sounds like 21 Pilots yet, but I mean,
She's
everybody
gonna have a stroke.
each to their opinion. It's great. It may stink, but it's fine. So that's cool. I'm glad you hate Lourde new song.
That's not what I said.
Her last 2
I just said it
albums weren't
sucks.
great. Green Light wasn't exactly the
Hey, she's the same age as me.
hit.
I feel like I can make music. You think you like it? You listen to it? It might be beats.
That would depend on
No
if I
music.
like the sound or not.
It may not be any singing. It'll be completely
Like I
electronic.
said before, I don't listen to music just because it's the artist that I like. You know what I mean? All artists make bad music, in my opinion.
Oh, I agree with that.
Right.
But I'm saying personally, I feel like I can say that the album of 21 Pilots does not suck. And I don't understand why Gabi thinks it sucks. Like, it doesn't suck. It's a whole story. If you pay attention to the last album, it's a continuation of a story. So to me, it's like you have to appreciate the last 2 albums. So
Blurry Face wasn't my favorite either.
I don't like Blurry Face.
interesting.
I actually hate Blurry Face.
Wow.
It did have Chlorine. Oh, no, that wasn't Blurry
No,
Face.
that was Trench.
Good Lord. Okay, I like Trench better than Blurry Face.
Wow.
Trench had
Oh, I'm
Chlorine.
talking about the song itself, not the album, Blurry Face.
You're talking about which
Blurry
song?
Face had Ride, and Ride is like, I know it's played to death, but I still freaking love that
Blurry
song.
Face and Trench and Skeld and Icy all
Whatever the song
connect.
is about blurry faces, I don't know.
Blurry Face.
Oh, I
Isn't
was
that
like,
called Blurry
what's-
Face? I don't
I was
know.
gonna say there's not
Oh,
a
okay.
song title named Blurry Face. He says Blurry Face.
Stressed Out.
Stressed Out?
He says the name in
Oh,
his
well, Stressed Out,
his
yeah.
songs.
That's
Oh,
the one
that
I
one
don't
was
like.
overly played on the radio, but they have to have that to get seen by other people. So
I like Chlorine.
Chlorine,
I usually
too.
like I'd say on their last 3 albums now. Out of all their stuff, I like 1, maybe 2 songs. This new one,
Mulberry Street's my favorite.
Shy Away, can't stand it.
It was kind of one of their openings, like,
Yes.
"Hey, look, please listen to us. We'll probably never get on the radio except this one song."
See, you said it right there. They're trying to get on the
But
radio.
that's how you get seen. That's how you get seen. You have to have some
I know.
radio song, and then that's for everybody who doesn't really
Or just-
listen to the whole album.
Or just stay true to yourself.
Or just have good music and be found. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, we can continue this, but
Okay.
Mulberry Street is a very good song. I think you guys should listen to it. It's just really relatable, and when it comes to mental health, I guess is what I mean. Like, it's really good if you pay attention to what
I'll have
he's
to
saying.
download it and try it out.
It's like hits. I just love that song so much.
Okay. Mulberry Street.
Yes.
I've still been
And it's-
watching.
yeah, sorry.
Still been watching Avatar, Last Airbender,
Every
I'm
time
on
I come
season 2.
visit you guys, you're always watching it.
episode 3. Good Lord. I wrote down.
You know something you say? Good
What
Lord.
the
You say good
crap?
Lord a lot.
Message man, heathens, don't like them.
Message Man's actually one of Gabby's favorites.
No, I like that beat dropping Message Man. Ooh, that beat drop is good.
But you don't like the song?
Not really.
Weird.
I like
I don't
that
understand
part
that.
of the song.
That's really weird.
Yeah, but that beat drop was real good.
The whole song.
Level of concern was good.
Return to Omashi.
See, funny level of concern.
On-
We're having
on-
like two conversations.
Sorry. Return to Omashu. Is that something you're watching?
On Avatar Last Airbender, he's looking for someone to teach him earthbending, and he goes back to Omashi, and I forget the crazy king's name. Benji, something like that. There's just so much action in this episode, and they got like these. It's almost like it's almost like the Indiana Jones Temple of Doom cart things that are going up and down the mountains.
Yeah.
They use them.
Yeah.
They use them to like transfer materials or something. But they're like fighting, going down these things and throwing crap at each other, and air bending and earth bending and fire bending. And
So what season are you on? Season
2.
2. Okay.
there's only 3.
I kind of like want to start it. Is it on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And then I just got through watching this one called Blind Bandit. He meets this little. She says she's 12 years old.
Oh.
She's 12 years old. Her name is Toph. I think her name's Toph.
That sounds right.
Anyway, she's blind. She's little. And she is awesome. Like
She kicks butt.
they go into this tournament, and she's like fighting all these big old huge old guys, and she's just tearing them up, and she loves it. She's freaking awesome. Like this
She
was,
feels the earth because she's blind.
it was so good. I was like, that might be my favorite episode so far. So yeah, I'm pumped up now. But I'm used to modern television. I hate these old 24 episode seasons. Now there's only 3 seasons, so
Hate is a strong word.
I do. It's like I'm exhausted. Like there's so many filler episodes.
Well,
About them going swimming.
Yes.
yeah,
There
sometimes
was
filler
one-
episodes can be annoying, but
There was one where they like needed to get through this mountain, and so it's them walking through the mountain, and they get lost, and then they make it to the other side. It's like,
I have a random question.
that's
Do you like
pointless.
Sprite?
no.
Okay. Do you?
Huh?
You do? Okay.
I like Sprite from a fountain.
Ah,
I don't
not
like-
from a can.
I don't like Sprite from a 16 whatever ounce bottle.
Yeah.
I like it from a 2 liter poured over ice. Can, don't really care for. Fountain, love it.
How do you even
If
know
it's good.
if you like the taste? Like, how can you tell if it's different or whatever?
By tasting it.
I mean, to me, it all tastes the same. Like Sprite tastes like Sprite.
No, no,
Interesting.
Well,
Just like-
fountain drinks are a different game
It's just
altogether.
it's just like Coke. I don't like Coke out of a. I don't really care for those plastic bottles, like the single serve plastic
Yeah.
bottles. I don't care for anything out of those.
Well, I think it's so interesting, like how like you like Dr. Pepper. Right?
Yeah.
You like Dr. Pepper too. Are you a Dr. Pepper?
No, I
Coke?
used to be Dr. Pepper. But
Oh,
I don't really care. I mean,
Well-
I'll drink it. I'll drink anything. I don't care.
if I were to bring a pop to a party, I would buy Sprite.
Sprite's good. It's
'Cause
refreshing.
It's Sprite.
Coke out of a can is way too sweet.
I'm a Dr.
Yeah.
Pepper guy, but I'm like D's. Dr. Pepper out of a fountain. and
It's good.
Different fountains all taste different.
Yeah. Anything from McDonald's, it's good. McDonald's
So
is
true.
good.
Sorry, I got off on that. I was just thinking about like my Sprite in the fridge.
Something
And-
from like Sonic. Good.
Oh, Sonic's good. No,
Whataburger? This Whataburger here, right by your apartment,
It's spotty.
every time
sketchy, right?
they finally fixed it after years. But every time I'd get a Dr. Pepper, I don't know if like the Fanta Red was leaking into it or what,
Dude.
but it always tasted weird.
Okay.
Too fruity.
Yes.
Have you ever worked in a fast food restaurant?
Uh-uh.
Well, you know how they have you have the box.
Yeah, they got
and
a
they
box
connect
of
it
syrup, and they just
and like twist it on or whatever.
you like take the box and it's got a bag
Yeah.
of syrup. And
Yeah.
you just like pop it onto a tube, like
Yeah.
a little nozzle, and twist it, and that feeds into it, and then they
Yeah. So,
So is there a way
when I
they
was
can
at Taco Bell, a lot of times like Dr. Pepper would
mix
run
and
out.
match them or something?
I don't know.
No, but I guess the line
When you don't have the pop,
I don't know.
like it'll be like weird tasting.
Uh-huh.
And I remember people would be like
Yeah, 'cause there's
complaining,
a bunch of
just
carbonation.
Carbonation. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Anyways,
I've
like,
had that happen.
we didn't have it, and so
or if the carbonation's low.
yeah,
that's
some people would
It's flat.
be like, "Oh well, we're just gonna give it to them, whatever."
McDonald's Sprite is
Oh, they have the best Sprite.
Yeah.
I've tried their Sprite, and it's delicious. I don't know.
People love Sonic
guess
Ice.
what-
That's where you get that. Why is it spicy?
I guess I'll take it
I
back.
don't like Sonic
thought
Ice.
Sprite was Sprite,
Sonic
but
Ice?
Everybody loves their ice. I don't like their ice. It's too small.
so contrary.
Pebble? You like Pebble Ice?
I don't like.
Why
it's
do
too
you like
small.
ice that's going to break your jaw?
I like the big, like they're kind of like one side is kind of like it's like they're like long and
Weird.
slender, but kind of convex on both sides of it. Or there's some that it's like a cylinder with a hole in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, that's the best kind.
Oh, I hate those.
Oh, because I like to get it and stick my tongue in there.
Yeah, I don't like those
That's
because I always
weird.
I don't know, I always bite my tongue when I
like
that's
tiki
the best
drinks?
kind. Huh?
Tiki drinks?
What's that?
Just tiki drinks. They usually have those Pebble Ice.
Oh, I don't
That's
know.
what they're served with. Oh, anyway.
I don't like it. Too small.
Interesting. You don't like forks either.
too small.
I don't like what?
Forks. So you bought sporks to end that cycle
Hate
of
forks.
saying I hate sporks every
You hate
time I get forks.
or
Gina
He hates
made
forks.
Gina made rice with roast beef, not roast beef, roast and gravy, mushroom gravy. And she's sitting there using a spoon, just chopping it up into little bitty pieces and then scooping it. And I'm like, you know how inefficient that is? Here, I got a big tablespoon. I'm just shoveling it into my mouth.
Notice you said tablespoon.
Yeah, it's delicious. It just irritates me when I see this little bitty narrow fork scooping up
Tablespoons and
rice.
Big forks. That's where it's at.
Wow.
Char's all about the small forks.
I am all about small.
teaspoons or whatever. I'm like,
Yes. I
No.
kept a large spoon in my cabinet just for you
I appreciate that.
because I got rid of all my large forks because I don't need a large fork because I have tiny hands. I don't use them. I would
Big
never.
mouth, though.
Thank you. Big ears.
Oh.
Let's keep going.
Just-
What's next?
well, moving
Is that all
along.
you've been up to, Gobs? Because I'm bored.
Go.
Deej.
well, since I didn't get to say it on the last podcast, it was ruined. I went on a short vacation, Colorado. I won't elaborate as much as I did last time. It was fun. Went hiking way up in the mountains, 10,000
Deej.
feet. Got to see beautiful views. And,
I heard you were like a monkey in the mountains.
yeah, I was rock climbing.
Like a billy goat.
He was
Family
living
kept
on
calling
the
me
edge.
Stallone from
Literally
Cliffhanger.
living on the edge.
But
Anybody?
it was awesome.
Anybody?
Had fun.
No.
Went to the movies with y'all last weekend. Played a couple of video games. Other than that, just basically work. Mostly work.
Yeah.
That's all I ever do anymore. Oh, me and Char set up the small kid-sized adult pool we have in our backyard the other
Oh,
day.
yes.
After some yard work, we were melting, so we got the pool out and sat in it for a while and enjoyed it.
That's nice.
Drank some beers.
So nice.
My mom brought over some burrito tacos from a taco truck.
Ooh, I had some. I totally forgot to say that.
Oh, they were so good.
Was it that red one?
I think so.
Yes. They were delicious. I didn't know how to say that word though. Birria.
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 It's B-I-R-R-I.
Yeah.
Birria.
The little girl's like,
It's
you should
what?
try her.
Birria.
Well, how you spell it?
B-I-R-R-I-A.
Oh, okay.
B-I-R-R-I-A.
Come on, Chilean man.
Birria.
Sorry, you don't know Spanish. That's right.
What else you been up to?
Anyway, that's about it for me. Paige, or did you have something else?
Oh, I was just gonna say, me and Gabi went halvesies and bought a pool as well.
Oh, yes.
A little adult pool. I don't know if it's, adult.
No,
adult.
it's much bigger than what we have.
It's a little bit bigger than y'all, but it can fit all of us. Like, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could probably fit
It's a 10 by 30.
5, 6 people.
10 foot, 30 inches deep, like to
Like
your waist.
2.5 feet. Well,
Yeah, ours is like 4 feet across. 5 feet
Oh,
across,
okay.
maybe max.
And
What?
guess what? 2.5 feet is 30 inches. There's 12 inches in a foot. I don't know if you know that.
yes, I do know that.
So 2 feet, 24 inches, plus half a foot, 6 inches. That's 30 inches.
Why are you
2.5
giving me a
feet.
geometry lesson right now? That's right. No, that's not geometry. I meant to say math lesson.
Okay. Let's discuss Loki.
Loki's so good.
Deej, your thoughts on Loki?
So far, 2 episodes in, I am thoroughly enjoying it. I like the whole time and space aspect of it. I enjoy movies like that.
The
I
variant.
think Tom Hiddleston and Owen Wilson are really well as characters, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Loki and what's his name?
Mobius.
Mobius, yes.
Mobius.
Their characters.
Because I keep thinking he's Morbius.
They work
Mobius.
really well together, I think.
Yeah.
I like their dynamic.
I do too.
I like the whole TVA
actually.
thing.
They got good chemistry.
Yeah.
I like the whole TVA thing because it hasn't been like teased at all
Right.
in the entirety of
Yeah.
the franchise that is Marvel. It just all of a sudden, bam, pops up in this. And it's
Quick
like
question.
over everything.
Is that in the comics?
The TVA, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at some point. I don't know anything about them.
I see.
I think they came along a long time ago and it was like a whole thing.
Hmm.
But I don't really know anything about them. But so far, yes, I'm enjoying everything about it. I have no like issues with it, really.
Me as well. First 2 episodes. Freaking love it.
Yeah.
I love time travel.
Mm-hmm.
I love the aesthetic. It's got just like this almost like
70s.
It has
Yeah,
like
I
a
was
70s,
thinking
but
that.
also like a weird 50s vibe.
It's like
with like their
mid-century modern,
computers.
is what they
Yes.
call it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of noirish in a way.
Oh, also the 90s? Or is it all 90s? Because
What?
they were talking about their drinks.
Oh, yeah.
Like they were all from the 90s.
it was,
His Josta soda and that one guy's drink that he poured out.
but it's funny. Yeah, it's really good. Really,
and it's kind of
really
weird
good.
because you still kind of connect to Loki, even though he's like evil and mysterious. You know, this character part of him.
Yeah, they're doing Loki really. They're doing justice to Loki, I would say, as far as like his
Yeah,
emotional.
like deep down, he's not so bad.
And it's weird that like none of his abilities work wherever they're at,
in the TVA.
Yeah,
and we don't know where they're at. I'm guessing it's another kind of dimension type place. I don't know.
did
Has
you
to be 'cause
guys?
the Infinity Stones don't work.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
It's just
They
weird.
use them as paperweights.
It's a weird place.
Did y'all feel like the variant was him? I didn't.
Tara Strong.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Spoiler alert.
Oh,
Huh?
spoilers.
Is that Tara Strong?
Yeah,
I thought Tara Strong was the voice of the little clock lady.
she probably is. But also, the end character was Tara Strong, the variant.
I don't know that. It's technically, it could still be him.
I
It's
guess,
just a variant.
I
Remember, he
guess
can
you're-
change his appearance.
I guess you're right.
No, Lady Loki's a thing in the comics.
But I guess I was just thinking that can't be him. I feel
Yeah,
like
because they were
there's
showing like
somebody
all those different
else.
versions of him through all the different
Yeah.
timelines. It could be him.
I was like, I don't know.
But also, apparently in the Spanish version, in the credits, they call her some other name that I think is the name of Enchantress.
Oh.
So it could be her. They both wear horns and blonde. But I don't know. So far, there's no way to tell.
Well,
It's weird that they would assume it was him. Just from
Yeah, I
literally
don't-
nothing. I mean, they had nothing to go on. They
that's
just
what
assumed
I
it
was
Loki.
kind of thrown off
Seems kinda
by.
weird, but
They were like, "Oh, he's the variant."
I feel like they would know if it was Loki. You know what I mean? Like how
Well,
would they
yeah,
know?
that's what they kept saying. We're trying to catch you.
yeah.
A variant of you. So why would they? How would they not know it was not him? I mean, I don't know. It's I guess we'll
What's that
find
thing
out.
you did say? I didn't know. How could you know?
Oh my god, I hate that TikTok. How are they going to know?
How are they going to know?
How are they going to know?
Oh, I've
How
seen
are
that.
they gonna
I've
know?
seen that TikTok. There's a lot of TikToks I've seen that I hate.
Well, it's that specific sound they use on the TikToks. I can't stand it because it's so repetitive.
Gabby watches a lot of TikTok.
Yeah,
Sure
so
do.
does Char. I watch a little bit. Once I start, I watch a ton of it, so I try not to.
Yeah,
But I like get in bed and I put on one. She says I fall into a wormhole,
yeah. The wormholes suck because you can't get out of
and I'm
them.
in there for like 3 hours just watching TikToks.
I only watch TikTok when people send me TikToks now these
Yeah.
days.
Of course, mine are all funny TikToks, so it's kind of
Yeah,
like I'm not watching.
It's
people
weird
dance.
how my FYP has changed.
for you page.
Because, like, when I first started watching, I was like, I remember all these TikTok dances. Like, that seemed all the rage. Like, there was, every week, there was a new TikTok dance. And either those aren't coming to me anymore because I'm all, like, funny stuff now, or maybe that's just, like, the evolution of the app itself.
I would hold down on the TikTok and say not interested, and so it gave me less and less of everything I didn't care for, like dancing
Oh.
and all the singing stuff. Like I just wanted the funny stuff, and then like cooking different weird things. You know,
Has there been any new TikTok dances?
There's
I
been
don't-
TikTok shorts, TikTok pants.
I think there's always an endless supply of TikTok dances, but I don't
like I'm
get them
missing out.
anymore.
I actually
so.
haven't seen any TikTok
You mean
dances.
waving your arms around
Yeah.
in different patterns?
I don't get on
Stupidly?
TikTok enough to know what dances there are,
If you
actually.
dance to TikTok, or if you have TikTok dances that you do, you are
DJ
fool.
is a hater, so
are a
don't
fool.
listen to DJ. Thank you.
All right.
You like TikTok dances?
Yes, I do.
You weirdo.
I don't have any shame saying that.
You basic.
You're basic.
And now,
To the news.
have y'all seen the trailer to Pig?
I just saw something about Pig and know it was Nicolas Cage, and a pig was stolen.
His pig gets stolen.
No, I haven't.
It's like John
He
Wick
like
with a
roots for
pig.
what do they call those, truffles?
Yeah, pigs that root for truffles. Yeah, because truffles are a big deal.
And it's literally, I made the obvious joke. It should be called bacon.
LOL.
Get it?
Yeah, it's a
'Cause it's a
pork
pig?
pig.
Bacon?
Then he gets kidnapped
Pretty lame.
instead of taken.
Oh,
Bacon?
bacon. Wow. Okay.
Wow, that was a
There's
stretch.
some jumps in.
It's a kidnapped pig. It gets stolen and he goes out.
Bacon. So Nicolas Cage is
It
Liam
looks-
Neeson in this instance,
But yes.
and the
And-
pig is his daughter,
And it's
just
like,
like the movie.
I feel like it's going to be really good.
I'm sure it is. It's Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage is like
I love
really.
Nicolas Cage.
He's
I'd marry
he's
him.
in it.
I'd
He's
have
in
all
it.
his kids.
Oh, okay.
Seriously.
What would you name your kids?
Nicolas Page.
I would name my kids something very
7.
earthy sounding. Yeah, 7.
7.
Earthy. What is earthy sounding?
Or maybe like
Dirt.
Dirt.
space related.
Sand.
This is my boy.
Maybe-
Dirt.
This is Sandra.
Sand. No, God.
Sandy.
Let me say
This
more
is
like
Sandy.
something
My boy Dirt.
that means something
Tara.
to me very, very deeply, I
This
guess.
is Tara.
Like what? What's
I don't have kids. I haven't thought about it like that, so-
nothing means it. Well,
When it comes to kids, no.
Kids mean nothing to her.
should we just go to the movie
Yes.
A Quiet Place 2?
Let's do it.
We went and watched it.
The end.
We went and watched it in a Cinemark
Yeah.
theater that was amazeballs, I would say.
Cinemark XD.
I'd say it was.
Did the whole rent out thing. Very nice. I hope they keep that going because I'll rent
No,
that.
here's what I
I'll rent
think.
that theater out every time.
I feel like they should keep that as an option if they don't do anything else.
That's what I said.
I thought you meant like keep it as that's all we do. That's what I
No, like I
Oh.
want that option though.
Okay, that's what
Like I want to rent out the theater for F9.
Are you gonna do it for Paris or?
No.
Whatever. I
Oh,
don't know.
we're going out of town for
I'm
F9.
I don't know.
That's
I'd
not
like
worth
to see it
it.
in a nice theater. Paris sucks. How many
Paris
theaters?
doesn't suck that.
How
bad.
many theaters do you know that don't have stadium seating? One. Paris.
But you know, I've never complained
Maybe
about
Bonham,
Paris.
Texas.
Some small
I've
hick
never
town.
complained about Paris theater. It's always been fine to me.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, A Quiet Place 2. Sharde, go.
I went last time.
Okay, Deej, go.
I went last time.
Okay, Gobs, go.
Okay, so the movie starts off literally. I got to carry the show. Let me carry the show.
I started-
We're
Let me
not carrying the show.
I
I
started
literally,
talking about
Always carry
I
the show.
literally
I'm
carry
always
the
carry the
No,
show.
you're not.
I started talking about Loki.
You literally do not carry the show.
Okay.
False. You
All right.
talk a lot on
You
the
know
show.
what?
Yes.
That's carrying the show.
No, you got to. We got to interrupt you.
None of it's all hot air.
Okay, fine.
Well, you know what? I will talk about it first since you think you can.
Please
I'll
do.
talk about it first.
Oh, no.
Don't you dare talk about it first. So, Quiet Place 2. In my honest opinion, just to start out, not quite as good as the original. I did enjoy it, by all means. I had some problems with the space of the movie. Like, it was just too...
Two set pieces.
It was more than two set pieces. It was too many set pieces. I like the first one because it was contained.
Ah, okay.
I like the first one because it was a farm. The house. It was just that area.
Cornfields.
I see.
Cornfield, yeah. All right there on the farm. The second movie was too spread out. It was here, there, they traveled, then these people split off, and then they went farther, and then like all the main characters were apart from each other for most of the movie, and it wasn't really as special in my opinion.
Right.
I liked the family dynamic of the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it being contained. This one was too spread out, and the family wasn't really together. You had the new character of
Emmett.
Huh?
Emmett.
His name was Emmett. Okay. Played by Cillian Murphy, which I love.
I do enjoy seeing him on screen.
I've never watched anything with Cillian Murphy that I didn't like. His character was good, but yeah, so one of the Abbotts, the deaf, well, I don't remember her name.
Abbott.
The daughter that is deaf went with Emmett.
Abbott girl.
And split off from the
Abbott
family.
girl?
And it just was...
It kind of threw you off a little?
Yeah, I liked them together because it was kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Them kind of trying to protect each other. But I kind of would have been more interested if they weren't apart from the mom, the brother, and the baby.
Yeah, I feel like... I know what you're saying. I feel like they kind of made it like that because there was no way they were going to survive with the baby. How would you make that survive? So they had to find some kind of detour in the story and make it where they...
Regan.
Split.
Her name's Regan?
Yeah.
Or Reagan?
It's Regan.
That's Reagan. No way.
I feel like Reagan would be Reagan.
But you feel that way. I don't think that's right.
Okay.
It could be either one.
I guess so.
Regan.
Appreciate that,
It's not
Deej.
bad.
You just fight me on every point.
No, I'm not fighting.
No, okay.
I just want you to have an open mind.
That is most definitely Reagan, Gabby.
Okay, continue. Or are you done?
Oh, I'm done. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I can, obviously, we're going to...
Well,
Sharde?
I feel...
That's my opening thoughts.
Opening thoughts.
I enjoyed this movie and seeing... Teach is an idiot. Seeing them after the fact of, okay, they know how to kill the monsters now, but I wasn't actually wanting a part 2 of the movie, I'll be honest.
I agree.
But so I kind of was going at it like, I don't know if I'm going to like it.
But hey, it made money, so you're going to get one.
So...
And probably a 3 and a 4 and a 5.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Never going to have the Quiet Place-averse.
I liked kind of seeing a prequel, not a prequel, but a pre-story of how it all happened. I kind of enjoyed that. That was fine. Kind of, they're in this little country old town, you know, everybody knows everybody, and they're at a baseball game starting out. I kind of like seeing that. It was kind of happy. Everybody was happy.
Like the prologue.
And then, you know, it all goes to crap. And the aliens come. Because literally they were all not running, they were all just kind of walking the street trying to figure out what's going on. And they see this thing in the sky. And then all of a sudden, bam! Alien attacks a person. I like that they just went right into it. There was not a long prologue, sorry. Not a long one. I like that. That was fine. Overall, I do kind of, in a way, wish they were together in a way. I do. Because we didn't see a whole lot of them together, mostly sporadic. I'm not sure how I felt about the weird people. They kind of gave me Wrong Turn vibes.
I think that was the idea, yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Emma made the comment that what happened to most of the people wasn't really the best of humanity.
Yeah. Like they were all psychopaths.
Yeah. They just wanted to take the girl and
do what with her?
Survival of the fittest. Whatever it takes.
make some babies.
I'm not sure if I like that part of the movie. I don't know.
It was a very short part.
Well, that was like one of the bigger action scenes, though. Okay, so overall, did you like it or not?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did like it.
Me too.
I felt like we
all liked it.
They did it right. I wasn't sure how they were going to go in what direction they were going to go into, but they went into the direction I felt like was, yeah, that's fine. That's okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay, so the movie starts off, like Sharde said, it's a flashback to normal times. They see something in the sky. They're at a ball game. The aliens are landing, and bam, the action starts. The aliens are killing folks. Then it immediately goes to like
real life. I mean,
right
real time
after A Quiet Place 1.
Yeah.
She just got through using the sound device to kill the alien. The kids are scared and they're on the run from the first movie.
How did you guys feel about Abbott Boy? We're going to call him Abbott Boy because I just can't remember his first name.
Marcus.
Marcus.
Marcus
Marcus.
Aurelius.
I only know that because I got IMDb open.
How did you guys feel about his scene of his foot?
I thought he did really
I
well.
thought he did
playing
too.
that,
It was the nail scene from the first one. Very good.
but much worse.
Yeah, like to me, it was like he was trying so hard.
The nail scene for me was a little more cringy.
Well, I'm
I
saying
think the nail scene was because it was so slow. Like you watched her foot go into the nail and then saw her try to contain it. But the second one, he's a kid.
Yes.
And a freaking bear trap
like, can you imagine?
crushed his ankle.
Oh, it was a much worse injury, yes.
But he knew, he was so scared, to make sound, but he literally could not contain
Yeah.
it.
He tried,
screamed.
but just couldn't. And in that situation, you're like, yeah, that'd probably be me.
Yeah, like
how do you? My
God.
leg just got snapped in half.
And you know
I'm
what's
like, ow.
and what's funny is he didn't make a sound at first. It was shock. Like,
Well, yeah, that's how most people do it.
holy crap.
Like when something first happens, you're kind of like just internally screaming. You're just like,
Yeah. And his mom was
then
like,
it
don't
comes
say
out.
it, don't say it. And then that's when the scream comes.
Very good. It was a very
I
intense
thought you
scene.
did good.
The opening, fantastic. Loved it. They're running out the house. You can tell when the sand stops, so they're going beyond their home. They're going to a new land.
Yes.
He steps in the bear trap that Emmett has set up all around his little
And I think
quiet place.
I think he does that for the freaky psychopaths that come around.
Yeah. Or the monsters, whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah,
But he had
excellent
that little
scene.
bell thing, that trap
yeah,
to make noise.
The freaky people would get killed when they came in.
Yeah, it's an excellent scene. Very intense. Mama Abbott, just as
I thought she did good.
what's the term? There's a term we had decided to say instead of badass.
Baddie?
No,
I say baddie. No, it was baddie. Tough.
She's just
No,
tough.
it's not. Well, okay, fine. It's tough. I like saying baddie.
You say baddie.
I like to say baddie. It's fine.
Mama is just friggin' tough. Like I like her a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
She's a strong woman, and that's what I admire about her.
And she cares for her kids
Carrying
and her
that
family.
baby in the little box with the oxygen. It's just it's an insane scenario
Yeah.
that it's very well done.
At all, did you guys get emotional? At all, period.
Okay, well,
Like at any point did you kind of
sort of at the end.
get a
So
little
then
emotional?
Yes, but nothing like the first one.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember if I did or not.
At the very end, I did.
I would say when she went to visit her little son that died, I got a little emotional when she went back to his little funeral, his little cemetery.
I don't think.
No,
You didn't? I kind of did.
I was going to actually say that. I felt like there wasn't enough about how they were going to cope with Lee dying. Like they had like a short scene between Marcus and was it Regan or was that their real life name?
no, Regan Abbott.
Oh, so Marcus and Regan kind of had a little moment between like her saying something about her dad, and he's like, "Well, guess where? Yeah, that's where he ended up. He ended up dead." He was really short, and that was like really the only time they brought him up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like there should have been more emotional.
there was no mourning.
Yeah, like they just ran out of the farm and then never talked about him again.
Well, her
pretty much.
saying you'll never be like him, kind of, that was kind of it.
Yeah, but there was no, like you said, there's no mourning. Like they didn't, like
Yeah.
the mama didn't
But-
even address that he died.
Especially for them to have picked up
Immediately?
right after the first one. Like, she would have been devastated, like through the first half of this movie at least. And I
feel
understand that.
you just think about their situation.
She's trying to keep her kids alive. I get that,
Yeah.
but you would still feel something if your husband of many years.
Like when she had that
To
moment, she'd
me,
just
let
be a
me
nut
tell
job,
you.
basically.
Let me tell you when I felt like she was grieving. When
Okay,
she
go
took
ahead.
her ring off and put it on her little son's little grave. I just
Can I
felt,
say,
I felt like that was the
I
thing.
didn't understand that scene.
Like, I just felt like that was her like saying goodbye to him.
But he just died.
I
Like
know.
it just
I
happened.
mean, you're in a
like
apocalypse.
days before.
Like,
And she's ready to find a new man.
I
She's
don't
finna go clubbing without
don't
that ring.
think she's ready to find a new man.
I didn't understand that scene because I was like, why is she like this? Is she already moving on? It just happened.
I think
guess-
it's less about moving on and more like this is the cross of her dead son.
And now her
Now
husband.
my husband will be with my son.
That's kind of what I
They're
thought.
both dead. They're both going to stay
I know,
here.
but most people in those circumstances, like, all these old movies, they carry their wedding. They wear that
Maybe it's
wedding
not
ring
like
for years.
maybe it's not like most movies.
I would
True.
never take mine off.
Well, I think it was just so traumatizing, the way he died.
That part.
And so was her son. So it all was like there. And now my son hears his, death.
My son.
And now my husband
Yeah,
and I will
your
put you
papa.
with my son together, y'all. I felt something when she did that.
I mean, but like to me, her ring would have been like sentimental. Like that's she would want to hold on to it because that was her husband.
Her kids are her sentimental now.
I mean, if you're talking about how hardcore she has to survive, I suppose so. But
Baby. The freaking baby.
But I don't care about somebody that's hardcore if you don't mix in some kind of reality-based, feeling.
I see.
Like, you can't be hardcore all the time and I care about you. You know what I mean? Like, if you feel something, then I'm like, oh, okay. She's relatable.
Mm.
She's acting like, oh, yeah, my husband died. Oh, here's a ring. I guess I'm done. Here, sit on the cross.
I guess I didn't
Move
feel
on.
that.
Never talk about it. Never talk to the kids about their dad dying.
But everybody
Address it.
grieves differently.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
What are you saying?
I don't connect with them as much
Mm.
if there's no emotion.
So
well, one of the reasons was it was a very short movie.
It wasn't.
They didn't allow time for that, which can be a good thing.
But that's the thing.
It was very
wasn't as
streamlined.
contained, what I was saying.
Yeah, and it's like there was
maybe if it was longer, you could portray that, I guess.
like the character development that took place in the kids from beginning to end. I see what they were doing, but like DJ's saying to me, there would have been more resonance if John Krasinski would have been more brought up in the situation. Like literally, it was like the day before.
Right. That makes sense. I guess
In the universe of the movie.
I guess to me, it just seemed like everything was just happening so fast, and they had no time to do any of that because they had to be quiet all the time.
That's true.
Like, how do you freaking cry?
You can always work your way around it.
Well, I mean, once they made their
Just
way
saying.
into this guy's
That's how I
whatever that
feel.
was.
It's not like what?
What was he in? Like a steel mill or something? What was that?
Yeah, it was like a
Big vault looking thing?
And for a time when we were watching it, when they were in that little truck and timing it, I didn't understand what was happening until like whenever he started freaking out, like he didn't have oxygen.
Oh, yeah,
Then
yeah. I was
realized,
wondering what that timing was for.
oh,
When he
that makes
timed
sense.
himself when they closed the door. So then you meet Emmett. They run into his place. They get the boy kind of taken care of.
Apparently, his whole family died.
Yeah.
Emmett's family. Yeah.
Yes.
And I like the fact that we didn't know if Emmett was going to be good or bad, but I'm glad he ended up good because I'm tired of seeing. I think Cillian, is it Cillian or Killian?
Killian.
I'm tired of I liked him, but he was always a bad guy.
Who?
Like he started off his career in the movies.
Cillian Murphy.
I didn't know he was always bad. I was
Well,
like,
not always,
I've always
a
liked
lot.
him in stuff. Well, I guess in Inception he was. I don't know.
he was
Good.
I don't know. He was good.
just a normal guy. Peaky
was the
Blinders,
vessel.
he's the main character.
Yes, and Dark Knight. That was the only bad scene I've ever seen him in.
Did
So-
you see Red Eye with him on the plane?
I've never seen Red Eye.
That's a good movie.
Nope.
Rachel McAdams.
No.
You need to go see Red Eye.
Huh.
Go watch it.
I'll put that in my list.
So he's kind of like fighting. He don't want them to stay there. He wants them to leave. But then he gets guilt tripped and lets them stay. Regan is going to go put her earpiece in the radio so that it blasts and makes all the aliens freak out.
So
So that's her journey. So probably 30 minutes into the movie, she decides to do that.
To me,
It was a very quick paced movie. That was good.
she's like her dad. Like they made it really like she's very like wanting to take care of her family, like her dad.
Yeah.
And she was very close to her dad in that way by trying to take care of her family, by going against them and going to try to save them. I felt that.
Well, Emmett's her new daddy now, so.
I'm your daddy now.
Well, you know.
Me and your mama.
We got a thing going.
We're going to make another little Abbott.
Better not.
Another little Lee.
So then, of course, she's deaf and can't hear it. The aliens coming up behind her.
Oh, yeah. That made a tense scene on the
That was a good
abandoned
scene.
train.
Oh, my gosh.
Then Emmett saves her, and then it's her and Emmett on this journey to go to the radio tower so they can blast the frequency and hurt the aliens. That's my thing. It's just going to hurt them, so I guess it
You have to
will
kill them.
keep them or what. But it doesn't kill them. It just hurts them.
Like you have to kill them once you kind of weaken them a little bit.
Right.
And then you have to like...
You make them vulnerable.
Once their faces
Yeah.
open up, I guess.
Vulnerable, yeah.
That's like their little, I guess
How
they're...
would anybody know? And how would the aliens hear it unless there was a radio close to the aliens? Unless the frequency on the radio somehow becomes audible?
And
It's a
they...
frequency. It's not a radio played through a speaker. It's just a frequency. So how's that going to work?
Well, like they would need to announce to the world, turn to 101.7,
If they're listening
and then you're going to hear this.
in the broadcast range, which is what?
Depending on what their
100
wattage is.
Well,
50,000 watts.
where did the aliens land? Did they land all
KBUS.
over the world? Did they land just in this part
Nobody
of the
knows.
world?
That's what part 3 will answer.
They had to land all over the world because otherwise military would have already came in.
Question. There's going to be a part 3? No way.
Oh, well,
Probably
I will
so.
guarantee you there's a part 3.
And ended on a cliffhanger again.
And it's making money.
God.
They ain't going to make Quiet Places until it finally bombs.
I don't understand that at all. Period.
You don't understand companies wanting to make money and capitalize on something they got that everybody seems to enjoy.
Well, if it's not going to be quality, no.
Okay, about
They
quality?
don't care. Have you seen the Transformers movies?
Well, I'm just saying, I feel like John Krasinski, he didn't want that, but...
He going to sell out just like they all do.
Like,
I
feel-
would too.
I
Just
feel
like
like...
21 Pilots.
Let me write you a check for
let me
$20
just say-
million.
let me just say,
Do you
if you're
think you'd
gonna-
make this movie?
If you're gonna make,
You're dang
if
right.
you're gonna make a movie and make it count, I guess. Like, don't just
Well,
rush.
ideally,
don't
yes.
rush through it and make it something like, oh, whatever.
Don't rush.
I mean, be passionate about your work. You know what I mean? Be passionate
do
about
know what you mean.
be passionate about your art and put your all into it.
filmmakers don't.
Put your
they're
all
not-
into it.
They're not funding the movie solely. You know what I mean? They have to
Yeah,
have
I
a
know
studio
that.
backing them, and the studio has a lot of say if they're giving.
Well,
them money.
yeah,
So-
obviously, I know that. I'm just saying, like, I guess to me, I know you say it's all about like they're making money, but is that really all it is?
Yes.
That's all anybody cares about. Did you know Vin Diesel, in order to make Riddick, mortgaged his house and got a bunch of loans so he could pay to get Riddick made?
I don't
Because-
think he made that back.
I don't think so either. But I just thought
Where's
that
he
was-
living? Is he on the streets?
I just thought that was funny.
Question: would you do that?
That was years ago. Do what? In order to make a movie I was passionate about?
Would you?
If I thought it was going to work, yeah.
I guess, like,
But you never know until it does because Riddick didn't work.
Pitch Black worked. Riddick.
to me, it's like it's a
Maybe.
gamble. It's almost a risky. Like part twos are risky.
Part 2's are risky,
You
but
just-
sometimes you get
you
a
just
movie
never
that was
know.
better than the first.
I know it's a
That's the
gamble.
risk.
It's a freaking gamble.
Then there's no way to tell
It's
until
just
you do
I
it.
don't. That's so scary.
And if you already spent that much money to make a movie and then you realize it's a piece of crap, it's too late. You got to put it
Well-
out. You got to get some of that back. You can't just say, we're not putting this out. You got to hope that the initial rush is enough to cover the movie.
I guess for
And
some
be like,
some
okay,
movies,
we're
I
broke
just feel like the director. I like that they leave it to the audience to determine what happens. I like that.
even. So, A
that's
Quiet Place 1.
that's more authentic to me. Yes,
Inception.
Inception. Like we have
Inception.
no freaking idea.
Tenet.
Like, it's all about the audience perception of it, and I
Dark
like
Knight
that. I
Rises.
think that's authentic.
Anything Christopher Nolan did.
Just-
So then they make it to so then there's the dock scene that Sharde was mentioning earlier with the weird people from A Wrong Turn or whatever you said it was.
Wrong turn, people.
Hills Have Eyes. Whatever
Hills Have
else.
Eyes are all the same.
all the same.
I've
Some
seen them all in sci-fi.
Hillbilly.
They didn't even
what's the
talk.
Deliverance. All those weird hillbilly guys.
Banjo playing suckers.
But I liked that scene though because it was very intense as well. Like that was one of their big action pieces, and I liked how he stabbed that dude, made him scream, so the alien went after him. And then he dove off in the water, and I liked it. Like,
and we found out the aliens can't swim.
That was an intense scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then he finally makes it to the island where the radio's at. But then one of the aliens had gotten on the boat.
I actually went to pee in that
What
scene.
if you saw the alien with like a little captain's hat on, crossing the little thing of the boat?
Sitting on the bow.
If he had
mist in his face.
and he had like a pipe.
Smoking on a pipe. Made his way across
a little scarf and a sweater.
Hey, let's talk about what's his name dying. Like,
Hold on. What? You let me get there.
Oh my God.
Jeez, you're jumping
I didn't realize we were going in order.
You couldn't tell?
I mean, you say let's not just
You
do
couldn't
the whole
tell?
plot. Let's just talk about
kinda
the.
doing that
They
anyway.
are.
We're talking about the movie, so I'm just telling you.
So they make it to the island. Come on. We're almost 100 episodes in, and we still ain't
You
figured
know
all
the
this stuff out.
formula.
No,
Come on.
false. That's not what we do. No, you just getting upset.
Ravioli.
No.
Give me the formuoli. So they get to the island, and we realize that one of the aliens gets on a derelict boat from the docks and floats somehow straight to the island. Just straight to the island somehow.
I
the
missed
whole
that
ocean out there.
whole. I missed that whole scene
The
when I went
alien
and peed.
definitely is not piloting the boat, but somehow ends up at the island along with Regan and Emmett.
Are we really calling her Regan? Is that her name?
Regan!
I just don't feel that. I don't know.
Reagan.
Until
We'll say
I
Reagan
hear
to
it,
make you
it just
It
sounds.
may be Reagan.
And
because
it's a quiet place. They don't say words. They're always whispering and signing.
It could be Regan because it could not be because there's only one E.
I don't even know if they've ever said her name.
To me, Regan's double E.
Yeah, Regan's double E. Sure. We'll go with that. Reagan. So Reagan and Emmett end up on the island where the radio tower is, and obviously people playing the radio station.
Jamon Hansu, or whatever his name is.
Digimon Digital Monsters?
Digimon.
Blood Diamond.
Digimon, Digital Monster. Yeah.
The island.
Leonardo DiCaprio. We're just saying things. Anyway,
Because that's where he's from.
also we failed to mention that she somehow, the deaf girl, interpreted the radio song. How did that happen?
I don't know.
The reason how that happened, I think,
did she know what
what's
was
his
playing?
name? Her brother, Marcus, signed it to her. Like, that's this song.
Yeah, so she figured out that the song was a code or a message saying to come
Oh, yeah.
To
It
the
was like
island.
Beyond the Sea
beyond
or
the wave or
something.
something. I don't know. Anyways, so she gets out there. They both get out there. They run across this whole little
Safe place.
safe place,
Yeah.
a quiet place.
A not quiet
so
place. They were
not so
partying.
quiet, yeah.
Now they're just normal. Yeah.
Anyway, so they're bumping the jams.
Mm-hmm.
This stinking alien
Found them.
found
Stupid
him.
alien.
Rode on boat.
Black man introduced to the movie. A black man immediately dead.
He
Yes.
dies. I kind of felt it when he was kind of freaking out there.
Anyway, yeah, so he gets swept off by the alien because he's freaking out and screaming, thinking they lost him on the car. We get to the set piece in the radio station.
Radio station.
Aliens still there
Yeah.
because they don't eat people; they just kill them.
That's
Their whole
what's
mission is just to
weird.
kill everything.
I honestly think they're smart. I think they're
I
smart.
think they're dumb.
You think so?
How
I think they just attack anything that makes
How
sound.
did they build
And-
rockets
Well-
to Earth? Or did a piece of their planet break off and that's a meteor
I mean, why
crashing
are they
into...
killing and not eating? It's weird.
Exactly.
That's what
like-
part 3 will answer.
I don't understand. They landed and
No,
immediately
that's
just
what part
attacked.
4 will answer.
Like, what do
What
they
are they
eat?
doing when there's nothing making sound? They're just sitting there going,
They're like going. I think they kind of hear it, but they're not.
They're listening.
They're not. Whatever.
That's why one was fine by itself. It was the aliens were left a mystery. Now I'm just like, okay, they're just attacking everything that makes sound.
Hmm.
Kind of what I got.
That's why I really don't like that they made a part 2.
I need more if you're going to make a part 2.
Yeah.
I need more on the aliens.
So meanwhile, back at the wherever
Hall of Justice?
mom and boy are,
Oh gosh.
boy,
mill.
okay, and him leaving his spot and going out exploring. Why?
Oh, he's a kid. Little kids who do stupid stuff.
He was old enough. He just got his leg bitten off by a bear trap. They're fighting aliens. His dad's dead.
I feel like he was.
Seems like
just-
he would feel the gravity of the situation. And when mom says, "Hey, shut up, don't make no noise, stay here," he would have done it.
I feel like he was worried about his mom. Like he really didn't want her to go. He did not want her to go.
But he was just exploring.
But I think he was he had his binoculars and kind of looking, and he saw that freaking dead chick, which was Emmett's wife.
Right.
and freaked him out. I would have freaked out too if I was all a dead person there.
So then the alien gets drawn to
he
their play.
freaking jumps, and then the alien.
So then he's finna die. Mama's finna die, and then
No, Mama was out.
She was getting medicine.
But she was
oxygen tanks.
Oxygen.
At the end, little baby was finna die, running out of oxygen in the little thing.
She comes back to the mill and realizes that something's wrong because the little hole they were going through is all ajar.
But
broken.
But when she made it into that the safe deposit, whatever, the alien was like swiping at him, like it was almost there.
Door didn't get closed.
Gosh, yeah.
Then meanwhile, back at the radio station, Reagan makes it to the radio thing, puts everything on blast. The aliens start freaking out.
And
she kills one alien there, and then they turn the radio up back at the mill, and the boy, Marcus, shoots the next alien.
It's almost the same time they do it. Like it's like this revolutionary scene. Like they're both
in unison. They
just kind of
headshot them.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be afraid anymore, and then they both kill the alien.
So that part was like I kind of like that part, and that's it.
Yeah.
Movie over,
and that was literally it. Yeah, and apparently there will be a part 3.
Yeah,
it was very good.
So
apparently,
I give it the old solid 7.
The old go-to.
Can't go wrong.
I would give it a 6. 6 for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 6.
I liked it a lot.
I did like it.
I give it a 7.
But I'm going for a 6 for this one.
Okay, well, that's that.
That's that.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode, Disagreeable Nerd. Until next time, I'm Gabi.
Until next time, I'm Sharde.
And this is Deej.
Bye.
Later, dudes.